For starters, let's find the larynx. For guys, this is a little easier. We have the Adam's apple, a little extra cartilage in front. But women, you still have a larynx. You may have done this before. If you haven't, then just place a finger on your throat and swallow. You'll feel the little lump move up and then back down. A very good thing when we're eating or drinking, because it blocks off the throat, to make a complex story short, blocks off the windpipe, to make sure that you don't choke when you eat or drink. And we swallow a lot throughout the day. It's a natural function. It's only bad if it happens while we sing. So then it becomes a problem. Then it becomes blocking and restrictive. The other thing is we have this muscle underneath, the digastric muscle. And if you swallow, you feel it tense up and kind of push down against your thumb. Again, good when you're eating or drinking or swallowing, bad when you're singing. So a lot of voice teachers and singers go, okay, well, the problem is the swallowing muscles. We've got to get them to get weaker or to get them to just, totally relax. No, you swallow all day. We need the muscles to be strong. In fact, people who don't get the full action of the swallowing muscles have major health problems. It's a hellish kind of experience. We don't want that. The key is more specifically the muscle memory to teach the body or to teach the vocal folds that they can come together without this swallowing action happening. That's the key. So we don't want to make the muscles weak or to completely disengage them. We just want them to not engage while the vocal cords are coming together to communicate or to make sound, okay? Does that make sense? I think you get it. Let's move on. Your vocal cords have something called posture memory. It's how they kind of sit in your throat and how easy or not it is for them to come together to make sound. Again, just trying to simplify what really people write books about. But yeah, it's like muscle memory, but specifically for your vocal cords. So what really works your muscle memory in an amazing way is Ujjayi. It's an ancient pranayama technique, or pranayama, you might know it as that. And if we inhale, we can bring the vocal cords together. So instead of exhaling to bring them together, we'll inhale to bring them together. It sounds strange, but there's a purpose to it. If we inhale the cords together, we kind of establish what I think of as like a zero gravity effect, where the vocal folds can come together without any subglottal pressure kind of pushing up against them, because we're taking the pressure from outside of the body, if that makes sense. And I think it does. So we're going to start off step by step. Let's play with a gasp of surprise. If you're a longtime A approacher, is that a term now? If you're a longtime A approach student, you might have done this before. We're just going to inhale as if we're shocked, like a it's good if you make the face with it, trust me. So I'm going to audibly inhale like that. But I want you to put a finger on your larynx and see if you can feel the larynx move down when you do that. Can you feel that? Let's try it again. It's weird. I know it sounds like it's something unhealthy, but trust me, for this limited time, it's fine. You might dry out your throat a little bit, but you'll survive. It's not going to kill your voice from doing this. So let's get a little fancier. Instead of just this little gasp, let's try to get a more pure tone, okay? If you feel like you haven't quite gotten the gasp of surprise down, feel free to pause the video at any time and play with the concept if you feel like I'm going too fast. There is no shame in taking your time and getting it just right before moving on, okay? In fact, I'd say that's wise. So that being said, I'm gonna it's like the gasp of surprise, but just turned up a little bit. So now I'm getting some tone, okay? It sounds weird, I know, but it shouldn't hurt. It's controlled force. It's not brute force. I'm not doing that, but just it's weird, kind of like but the inhale. Play with it a little bit, but I want you to ultimately try to do it with your mouth closed, because the effects of dryness on the throat is, let me say it this way. If you have your mouth closed and inhale through the nose, your nose is able to clean the air a bit, moisten it, warm it, and it's much gentler on the throat. So we're gonna try that. If you need to pause the video, do so. I'll still be here. Duh. So I'll want to take it one more step where we're finding the air. So we're just but now I'm gonna aim for a crackle, and it kind of entered my tone a little bit before if you were paying attention. So now I'm gonna I'm creaking it, and I'm crackling it. Can you hear that vocal fry in there? So instead of or going out, I'm going going in. It sounds horrible, but I promise you I'm going to show you how we can do this to strengthen your instrument and protect it. So get that. Once you're able to do it, then we can move on to the conditioning part.